It's kind of wild how similarly ADA is following what it did last cycle, and maybe not from an exact price standpoint or a percentage standpoint. But what's interesting is this trend versus BTC is almost identical. And interestingly enough, the last time this took place, it only took 33 days for ADA to start making those major moves. Whoa, these major moves in the crypto market. We are currently on day 10 of this repeat. And what I want to talk about is what can in fact carry us to this moment that ADA makes a major move. So if you guys are new or haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below, hit that bell again. It's free to do. It'll keep you updated anytime there's new content live here on the channel. So I understand some people haven't been totally satisfied with ADA price performance. And yeah, I get it. I would love ADA price to be higher. And unfortunately, we haven't gotten this just massive surge of retail yet, which usually carries us to some of these extended highs, right? We've talked about some things that some people claim as issues, which are not. Some people have said there's too many coins in the market, which there's not. We've done the math to show exactly that. So basically, we're just waiting for that overall excitement to take over and for ADA to break trend. It is fighting against resistance right now, and there's going to be a point where it's going to break, because what we're seeing is huge conviction from ADA holders, a lot of excitement surrounding potential things coming down the line. And that may be exactly what we need to carry us to some of these new highs. All right. So for example, there's speculation surrounding the Trump administration. There's speculation surrounding the Treasury, for example. I'm going to play this clip for you guys. This is actually from Lark Davis.
Elon Musk and Charles Hoskinson reportedly, rumor is that they're going to talk and that the U.S. Treasury is going to go on Cardano. If it is true, it's absolutely massive.
And we're seeing a lot of these things come out, right? Potential partnership with Microsoft, potential stuff going on behind the scenes with Starlink. Hopefully you guys are getting the point. There's a lot of exciting potential right now. That's what we have, is potential. And when this speculation is out there and it's what people are seeing, that is what is going to draw people to you as an asset, whether it's right, wrong, or otherwise, right? Now, that being said, what we're seeing in the ADA charts on versus BTC, I think, is one of the more important things right now, because although we've shown some weakness versus BTC over the last 2 months or so, last 3 months maybe, that's not an unprecedented thing, all right? Actually, when we look back at last market cycle, we did the exact same thing. ADA has a very distinct trend versus BTC until it takes off. And what we see is it actually pushed this trend line time and time and time again, right? So we actually saw this first touch all the way back in April of 2019. We saw it then again test it in July of 2020. And we had a throwback down to this basically 550 sat level before ADA finally made that last push towards a breakout, which is where it exploded. This took place all the way back on, I believe it was February 10th, February 7th, somewhere in there. Now, looking at this trend, we can see that ADA, again, with this throwback down to this 550 sat level, what's interesting is it only took 33 days for it to run from here all the way to its breakout point, which led ADA to do some very incredible things in terms of price. That's what led ADA on this big trend towards closing out the market with a 150x, which is very exciting. Now, fast forward to now. What we are seeing is a very similar trend versus ADA, right? We're repeating these touches of our trend. We did it back here in December of 2023. We did it here again in November of 2024. And so what we're waiting for now that we've come down and touched this 550 sat level is this throwback to our trend, all right? Now we are 10 days into this trend since our touch, okay? And what that might mean is, if we repeat exactly what we did last cycle, 23 days, this might be where ADA is in fact pushing the top of its trend. I'm not saying that it's going to exactly play out that way. I will say it's very interesting that 10 days post-touch last market cycle is the exact same spot that we're at currently. And what I mean by that is right now we're at about 814 sats. That's exactly where we were last market cycle, 10 days post 550 sat touch. Kind of a unique thing that's making ADA play out the exact same way. Does that mean ADA is going to do 150x versus BTC, or I'm sorry, 150x? Probably not. Law of diminishing returns typically means you're going to do less in terms of gains, cycle over cycle over cycle. But what that means for ADA here is that we have some very exciting times ahead if this does continue to play out the same way. And again, a lot of those things, like I mentioned, a lot of this speculation is exactly what can carry ADA to do some exciting moves. Oh, grayscale spot ETF. I forgot about that, right? So we're going to continue to see a lot of this stuff come out. There's going to be a lot of ADA and Cardano in the news as time goes on. And when we're starting to get this wave of people entering the space, what are they paying attention to? They're going to be paying attention to some of the loudest coins, some of the ones that are getting some of the most optics. Right now, that is in fact ADA. Okay. Now, right now, I don't think ADA was on this top trending list. The other day, it was number one. It might have fallen off here completely, to be honest with you, because now that the rest of the market is caught up, yeah, not surprising. But ADA and Cardano search volume are on the rise. ADA and Cardano optics are in fact on the rise. And these are the exact things that we need in order to make these pushes to the upside. You need relevance. You need to be in people's face. And I'll tell you what, ADA has in fact got it. So I want to hear your guys' thoughts. Do you think ADA is going to follow this trend in 23 days? Are we going to see this breakout versus BTC? Is this what is going to carry ADA to a new all-time high? So I appreciate you guys. Excuse me. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know your thoughts below, but have a great day. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Take care.